It's a world where hormones are on overdrive. You may have been there once. It's called high school. But the note passing of yesterday has taken on a new form and function.
It's pretty much like you're talking over text, and then it eventually gets to like the sex part of talking, so then you start talking dirty, and like they ask are the lights on or off, and then they describe what they're doing, and then they're like, well, send me a picture of yourself.
It can be seen anywhere. Like, guys have naked pictures of girls all the time. Like, we'll just be like looking at their phone, and they're like, look at this girl. Like, they are careless with it.
It's called sexting. Careless and cruel.
In 8th grade, when a 7th grader made porno videos on her phone and sent them to this guy.
What were your thoughts when you first heard about that?
I thought she was dumb, because like we all saw it.
This girl sent this guy a picture, but they broke up maybe like a couple months later, and he put the picture on MySpace. So then like she's like, oh my God, no.
And in a flash, her life changed for good, and so could yours, because in this day and age, one bad move can last forever. Forever. Forever.
That girl still ain't lived it down. The one that sent the video, she still gets caught out for it now.
What are your thoughts after hearing all of that?
Wow. That was my initial thought.
And he's the school principal, but the consequences can be even worse. Take 18-year-old Philip Alpert. He forwarded friends a nude picture of his 16-year-old girlfriend. Now it's his picture everyone can see on Florida's sex offender registry. Assistant District Attorney Jill Mata says in Texas the law's more lenient.
The two persons involved have to have more than 2 years age difference. So if it's a boyfriend-girlfriend who are close in age, you're typically not going to prosecute under that statute.
Mata says in Bexar County at least 80% of sexting cases classify as misdemeanors, not felonies.
When you have kids that are committing these sort of offenses, you want to get to the bottom of the problem. You don't really want to identify them as sex offenders right off the bat. That's not our goal.
Instead, the goal is education, and here's some for you. A recent national survey shows 1 in 5 teens is involved in sexting activities. We took our own survey.
That's gross. Why would you want to do that?
So it's something you would never do?
No, I would not do that.
I don't approve of it, but I do it, you know. It's not good.
What's worse is that the number of sexters, shall we call them, seems to be growing.
We probably have twice as many cases this year than we did last year.
It's a phenomenon that's occurring in kids younger and younger all the time. When kids are being provided this level of technology but not being provided the education that goes with it.
Some tips for parents: buy a cell phone without internet or picture messaging. Ask your phone company to discontinue those services. And most importantly, have a sext talk with your kids.
She was just like, have you ever heard of this? And I was like, no. She goes, have you done it? And I was like, no, Mom. Once something is out on the internet or in text, it's out everywhere.
Lucky for her, she didn't have to learn the most important lesson firsthand.